thank you very much once again for joining or watching this video tutorial on budget allocation um, in relation to income and expenses for your school. Now, um, the budget allocation um, is a way to help you manage your school's, expected income and expenses. It's a planning tool that you can use to visualize how much you intend to spend and how much you intend to bring in as a resource of revenue. It also helps you in terms of distributing your funds maybe to different areas of your school's activity, for example, like tuition, staffing, facilities, educational resources. Um, Using this budgeting approach or mechanism helps you to be able to manage your finances accurately, and therefore also provides you with historical data in terms of what you had planned to spend, what you've spent, and what is left to be looked at. So um, I will make a demonstration of how this all comes together. So first of all, to start your budgeting journey, you will need to set up a few default um, resources, or let's say records. The first one, it can be found in the settings menu. When you browse down to the bottom, you'll find budget type. So the budget type tells you whether what type of budget it is. We only have two types. Either it's an income or an expense. Okay. Once this is set up, you also have access to define what the kind of budget that you're intending to implement. So if I click on the budget name, we have a budget name called capital expenditures. Yeah. And then we've put some descriptions there for users to understand what this capital expenditure is. And then also we set it to be active if we want to use it, as well as define the type of budget it is. Now we can see that this is an expense. Okay. Government funding is an income, and we are saying school often receive funding from government entities such as local, state, or provincial governments, which allocate funds for education based on enrollments, student needs, and other factors. So this is an income that you can expect if you have the opportunity to have one. Instructional materials. This is how much you want to spend on instructional materials, administrative cost, safety and security, okay, professional development, facility maintenance and operation. All these are kind of expenses. Now we can see that we have tuition and fees. So tuition fees is an income that you are expecting to be paid from your students. Okay. So we define it as an income budget type. We have also grants and donations from government agencies, foundations, or other organizations, fundraising activities. Okay, so for example, if we want to add another one, let's say we want to add PTA levy. Okay, so we can describe it as levy towards, let's say, uh, pay towards, let's say, let's call it facility damages. Okay, we can set this as a yes, and then we select the budget type as what? As an income, because we are expecting this to come in, this amount of money to be paid in by parents. Okay, so we can save that. Now, um, if I want to, organize this list of budget names, they can be more than this, yeah. But we have just given this as an example. We can group this into um, either expense and then income budget, so you can see um, right away what belongs to the income budget type and then what belongs to the expense budget type. Now, once you've set this up, you can go to the accounting module and then go to budget allocation. Here, we are going to set the time periods for which we want to spend this money, or we are expecting these monies to come in. So, for example, we are saying that for professional development, we are going to take our teachers through some training between 1st of January 2023 to 31st of January, and it's going to cost 3,600. Okay. We also intend to spend some amount of money um, between 3rd of April to 25th October of 5,000 related to capital expenditure. So capital expenditure can be things related to maybe building renovation, um, uh, maybe roof repair and all that. Yeah, those are things that require a large amount of money. And then we are expecting some government funding, which is an income between 5th of June to 29th of June, 10,000. Okay, so these are the kind of things that you are expecting to receive or expecting to expend. Okay, if I put this into two groups of budget types, we can see that we have all this professional development technology. Um, these are all expenses, and these are income that we are expecting, to come in. Okay, we are expecting tuition fees to be 44,000 to be collected between 4th of April and then the 30th of September. Okay, now once you've set up your budget allocation, let's go and see what your income and expense would be. So your income and expense module, you use that to record whatever actual income you receive or what actual expenditure you make. So in here, we can have the income and expense. You can see here that I've provided some samples here. So we spent some money on transportation fuel, 500 on the 12th of June. Okay, and the transaction type here is what is an expense, and we can put a note um, in addition that this is for cutting students to school, and it's purposely it's an administrative cost. Yeah, entertainment cost 230. This is you took the school took the teachers out, to have some lunch, and this is a staff day out. It's an activity administrative cost. Received GEHOG donation 5,800. This is an income, and this is a donation from the campaign that we made, for, let's say, for needy students. Okay, so this is how you tabulate your expenses and also your income. So let's add one expense. So let's say we purchased, um, let's say, pencils for JHS exam candidates. Okay, let's say just make a purchase of pencils. Let's say 200, and we did that on the, let's say, 1st of August. This is of category stationery, and the description is that purchase of pencils for exam candidates. Okay, and the budget name we can attach this to, it's an expense, so administrative cost. Okay, so we can save that. So we have um, an administrative cost of 200 being added to this. Let's add another one. Um, okay, let's say that we have refurbish um, school toilets. Okay, this is 1,200, and this was done on the 31st of July, and this is goes to um, let's say okay, furniture, and then we give it a description of let me copy this refurbished toilets for junior for JHS students. Okay, and the budget name we can assign this to is stationary safety facility maintenance, yeah, and operations. So we can assign this to that. Okay. Now let's say that I have received some fees, okay, which I want to add it as an income. Let me go to my fee payment. Okay. I would like to take all fees that have been received from July up to now. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter this date, and I want to take all fees collected on or after 1st of July. Okay. Okay. So I can see that from 7th of July to 22nd of July, I've collected um, amount paid is 4,300 here, 311. So this is the amount of fee that I've collected. Yeah. So I would like to add this to my expense. So let's say fee collection. Uh, I'll put it 1st July to 31st of July. Okay. And it's 4,000. Um, 100, yeah. And the event date I'm recording this is, let me put this to be 31st of July. And this category is tuition. I'll put the same description here for reference sake. And this budget name is related to tuition and fees. Okay. So you can see that we've collected 4,311 as an income from fees, right? So this is how um, the tabulation can be done. Now you can split this into income and expense if you want to, so that you see all your expenses and all the things that fall under your income, right? We can also have view this in as a chart here. It will tell us all the income that we've made and the expenses. So total income as for June was 13,523. We spent 3,030 in June. In July, we spent 1,600, and then we made 9,898. We have not done that for August, yeah? So we don't have any data for relating to that. Now, out of this expense and income, we can see here that 17% of our financial transactions are related to what? To expenses. And then 82% at this point in time is related to income. So we've been able to generate more income from June to the end of be- between June and July. And most of it is what is related to possibly maybe fees that we've taken or grants that we received. Now, if you go to the right-hand side, this gives you the top 10 financial transactions distribution by budget category. So we are seeing the various subcategories that these amounts relate to. So this is a top level value. This breaks it down into further smaller values. Okay, so we have 10,000 due to grants and donations. Yeah, we have 9,800 due to tuition and fees. Then we have 11% here, which is 3,200 due to administrative costs. 3,200 has not been assigned any category, so that will have to do that. Facility management was we spent 1,200 on that. Okay, so this gives you an overview of the smaller distributions of where your money is going. Okay, so I mean further explanation can be glued from this, right? So this will give you an overall picture of where your money is going and where your money is coming from. Okay, now further, the account statement will also tell you, break it down into an income and expense, right? So all your incomes have been recorded on the left hand side here, income, and total is 20,221. On the right hand side, which is the expenses, is 4,800 so far. Okay, so um, that's how you can see where also your income has come from, and then where your expenses, have gone to, right? You can also have a data visualization similar to that, okay, where everything is going. We can explain this, into further detail later on. And then your cash flow shows you where how much money is coming in. Yeah. Now within this, we budgeted 162,000. Now this is um, both income and expense. Yeah. So we have to split this. So your income, your actual income is 23,421. That is what we um, we budgeted, and that's what we've spent. Yeah. And then also expenses is 4,830. Yeah, your net income, which is the difference between the two, is populated here at the bottom, 18,559. Okay. So when it's a positive value, it means that you have more, you have taken more income, or let's say more incomes or revenue than what you've spent. Okay. Yeah. So this is a brief introduction as to how you can do your budgeting. Once you are done, you have the liberty to export this data to any spreadsheet or any other accounting software that you want to do further analysis. I mean, um, basically, if you want to export this to Excel, that would be the most appropriate method to, if you want to explore into further details, other metrics, you can do that. Thank you very much, and bye for now.